Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So this movie follows a young teenage boy named Miles Morales who gets bitten by a radioactive spider and uncovers a secret plot by the Kingpin to use these machines to open up other dimensions. And because of this, other spider people come from different dimensions into Miles' universe, and with him they want to help him become a good Spider-Man, and he wants to help him go home as well. So that's the basic plot of this movie. There's a lot more. The reason why Kingpin wants to open up these portals. This is very much Miles' origin story. If you guys have read the comics, then this is does very good job at telling Miles Morales' story of how he becomes Spider-Man. Different from the comics, but it's a very good interpretation, and it covers all the basic plot points in Miles' origin story. So this movie is fantastic. I absolutely loved it. I love the animation style. It was very different and unique. It felt very comic booky at times. They had different styles for all the different Spider-Men or Spider people, which was very cool. So you have someone like Spider-Ham who's very cartoony, and Spider-Man Noir who's all black and mysterious. So they did a very fantastic job of incorporating all these different animation styles into this one movie. And it just looked absolutely amazing. I loved it. It was colorful, it was bright, it was a fantastic looking animated movie. The story was also very good. Like I said, it hits all the plot points for Miles' origin story. Like, we've seen Peter Parker's origin story plenty of times before, and they even kind of play fun of that in this with the different Spider-Man. But we never really see Miles Morales' story told on the big screen, so it's very fantastic. You get plenty of emotional moments with Miles and the sad things that happen in his life and the things that, push him upwards to become and finally accept and become a good Spider-Man, which I really absolutely loved. And all these characters intertwining together was just a lot of fun. I love the different spider people. At first I thought they were going to take up too much of the movie, or it wouldn't be Miles Morales' story and it was just all these spider people's movie. But it's very much Miles' story. Like, it's very focused on him. But you have all these characters who had a lot of funny and interesting different dynamics in there, which just made it a blast. There's plenty of Easter eggs in this movie for fans of Spider-Man, and yeah, pretty much Spider-Man fans. You'll find a bunch of different Easter eggs. If you're familiar with these characters, it's very fun. They go over their stories so you know who they are, so you're just not like, what's this spider person? What's this spider person? Which I really appreciate. They do it in a short and fast way, but if you're familiar with their stories, they do a good job, I think, in my opinion. And it's very good. You get to understand these characters, even though they're not hugely in this movie. It's mostly Miles, the alternate version of Peter Parker, and Gwen Stacy, who get a lot of the screen time. The other Spider people, Spider-Man Noir, Spider-Ham, and Penny Parker, they get plenty of screen time, but we don't get to know them very much. We know who they are, their characteristics and everything, but we don't know them emotionally, which is fine. They're great characters, and that's all we really need to know, and they're just a lot of fun to see. Like I said, overall, this is just a fantastic movie. The animation was great, the story was great. It's a great movie for fans of superheroes, fans of Spider-Man. I think you'll absolutely love it. I was gushing the entire time. This is I want to compare it to the Lego Batman movie, which had all these Easter eggs and all kind of cool things of Batman's past. This movie is very similar. Like, if you know a lot about Spider-Man, you're going to catch a lot of these Easter eggs to be like, oh, that's from that, oh, that's from that, or that's like, Easter egg from this. So it's very cool and interesting. This movie's just good overall. Even if you're not a big comic book fan or Spider-Man fan or superhero fan, you'll definitely enjoy this movie because they do a fantastic job with the story and everything, which is very appreciated. It's not just a good Spider-Man movie, it's a good movie. Like, you get to know Miles Morales, who he is. You get to feel his pain, you get to feel his joy, and how he goes from this kind of slacker to becoming this big, important person. So overall, a fantastic movie, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I give this movie I'm going to give it a 10. Yeah, a 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so this just hit right to home. I just thought it was a fantastic movie, and I highly recommend it. So if you watch this movie, what did you think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Is it your favorite Spider-Man movie? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out. Hey, if you like this video, we have several other awesome videos you can check out. And again, thanks for watching.